with that.
Your manifesto says that you will protect and enhance the rights of LGBTI community. What does that mean concretely?
What that means is that the steps that we've taken, such as the provision for equal marriage, which has been such an important step forward in Scotland, or the delivery of our commitment to ensure LGBTI inclusive education within our schools, that these measures will be protected by the Scottish Government, but that we will also work to enhance the rights of the LGBTI community and to ensure that we respond positively to the calls for those rights to be enhanced.
Why should the LGBTQ plus people vote for you?
Because we've demonstrated a track record of supporting and enhancing the rights of members of the community. That's come from the steps that we took to legislate for equal marriage. It's also come from the steps that we took to ensure that there was LGBTI inclusive education in our schools. And I think it's so important that that is part of our education system. And I want to make sure that's maintained in the years to come.
According to the Trans Lives Survey 2021, 40% of trans people face discrimination when seeking housing. 63% face discrimination when seeking employment. What will you do to get these numbers down?
I rail against the fact that some politicians are trying to turn minorities into enemies, and I want nothing to do with that. I want to create an inclusive society that brings people together, and that must be done in our country today.
Would you ban conversion therapies?
Well, we've got a commitment to ban conversion therapy. We've consulted on that proposition, and we're obviously working our way through the consultation responses to determine what is the best way to take forward, and we've got to go through that process to ensure that we properly consider all of the issues that have been raised.
How would you ensure that sex education remains fully LGBTQ plus inclusive?
I think it's important that we have LGBTI inclusive education in our education system. That was a commitment and a provision that I made as Education Secretary. I think it's an important commitment that's got to be fulfilled, and that we ensure that is anchored in our education system, because young people need to be supported and educated in an age-appropriate fashion about all of these questions, and that they're well supported in that process.
Sexual orientation hate crimes have more than tripled in Scotland between 2010 and 2021. What will you do to tackle anti-LGBTQ plus hate?
Well, the first thing we've got to do is to recognise it, which is what the legislation that the Scottish Parliament has passed is designed to do. But we've then got to educate and inform to reduce the incidence of these issues. And we've also got to tackle these crimes when they take place, to make sure that individuals are properly protected and supported, as they should be in our society today.